So with a lot of older homes, high heat, high and very low temperatures can have your wires expand and contract, and if you have connections that are exposed to those temperatures, i.e. not in a box in the wall behind a switch, or if they're just up in the attic, they can contract and swell and will loosen over time. So you may see some problems, like if you lose power and comes back on and half your house isn't working. Could either be you lost connection from the power company, but if it's not there, you probably just lost connection for somewhere in the house from it.
So what are the dangers of that?
Loose connections can cause sparks up in there, depending on where electricity is going to jump to, because like water, electricity follows the path of least resistance. So if you have arcs up in the attic or in the wall, it can potentially cause a fire in the house.
Wow. And then I guess yesterday you responded to a call like that too, right?
Yes, sir. It was a 1930s home, and I guess it just got too cold, and I probably spent 2 hours in the attic looking for loose connections to try and get stuff together.
And you said that woman lost her ceiling lights or something?
Yeah, I believe it was she didn't have power to the microwave and the ceiling lights through about half the house.
So but you got that fixed?
Yes, sir.
And does that happen with newer homes, or is that just older ones?
So older homes are more likely, depending on the newer home, that could happen, but as technology's progressed, we've had better and better insulation. Like with spray foam insulation, you see virtually no difference in temperature between the inside of the house and the attic. It's mainly houses with bad insulation or older wiring that you see it, but it can potentially happen in newer homes.
Yeah, okay. So have you responded to a lot of calls like that recently?
Not recently. No, it's a rare occurrence, but it can happen. It's not something, it's not as common as like your pipes freezing in the walls from everything. Some of the important things are, whenever we lose power during these winter storms, it's a good idea to have surge protection on a lot of the things. Whenever the power company hooks power back up, you're going to see that initial surge, and that could potentially harm some of the stuff in your house. And as of 2020 National Electrical Code, it is required to have surge protection on most installs.
That's interesting.
Yes, sir.
So I guess that's 220 or 110.
So surge protection on that for your entire home is going to be 220. So it's going to cover your all connected equipment. That's including dryer, range, heater, AC unit. There's a little bit more you can do towards the AC unit, because that's a big source of a lot of surges in the house, but it's mainly those it's meant to cover the entire house.
Gotcha. Okay. That's pretty interesting. Anything else you want to add?
Honestly, if you start hearing anything from the breaker box, I would get an electrician to look at it immediately. There's a lot of times that people wait, and then and because of funds or whatever is holding them back, it's a lot safer to call us beforehand and a lot less expensive than after you've had some sort of electrical event.
Good deal. And then, as a side note, You smelled something burning when you came up here, didn't you?
I heard it. I was outside working. I had to pull the meter in order to work on this, and the neighbor's trash can was on fire. So had to, and of course I tried getting a hold of them, but they didn't answer the door, and just called the fire department, and then I found my customer's fire extinguisher and just put it out.
So I guess you'll have to give them a discount.
Just probably a little bit. But in a situation like that, it's better to just put it out before people lose a lot. And I've survived a house fire before, so it's hard to recover from. And I'd prefer not to see any, if I can stop it, I'd prefer nobody else go through it.
Good. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
And quick thinking there.
It's I'd like to think that anybody would do it.